All right, guys, we are back and we're talking about the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Now, Wilder says he is rededicating himself to the sport. So that means he's not done. You know, he still has something left in the tank there that he wants to accomplish in the sport of boxing. Now, after his last fight with Joseph Parker, I said that Wilder was done due to his poor performance, and it just seemed like his heart wasn't really in there. He just seemed like a shell of himself to me. But if he is planning on rededicating himself to the sport, I can't do anything but respect that. I think he still has things he wants to accomplish in the sport of boxing. So let's get into this article a little bit about Deontay Wilder, catch you guys up to speed here. It says here the former WBC heavyweight champion Wilder, who's 43-3, 42 KOs, one draw, of course. That was with Tyson and Gypsy King Fury. He said he blames his defeat to Parker on a combination of travel, inactivity, success, and only 3 weeks of training for the fight. Wilder, 38, didn't go into the fight with former WBO champion Parker with the preparation he needed for that level of matchup. Deontay had boxed just one round in 2 years before facing Parker and was not nearly ready for that match. I will agree with one thing. Inactivity. Inactivity is a killer when it comes to the sport of boxing. If you're not active, you're not going to be sharp. And Wilder was terrible in that fight. I expected more out of him, and he just didn't show up to the fight. He seemed like he was reluctant to throw any punches. So I will agree with that, being inactive. Success is another thing. Sometime when you're successful, the hunger is not there like it was when, you were grinding to get to the top. And I think he was, a victim of his own success. So I'm glad he's kind of pointing these things out. Travel. Possibly, I don't really know about the travel situation. Some of those other guys performed well even though they had to travel, so I'll put that one in the if category. But another thing I think that he's leaving out, being shell-shocked by that last fight with Tyson Fury. He seemed reluctant to throw in the fight because getting knocked out like he did in that third fight, that's going to play in your mind. That's going to always play in the back of your mind, and it seems like he was trying to play it safe in the fight, but with him playing it safe, he didn't have any offense. So I do think that's another part of it. So he has to mentally get over being knocked out, as well as, train harder for the fight. He said he only trained 3 weeks for the fight. Why are you only training 3 weeks for a guy who was at one time the WBO heavyweight champion of the world? Parker's no slouch. Parker's a good fighter. Parker's a mover. And, he put on a boxing clinic against Deontay Wilder. So he's definitely has to rededicate himself to the sport. You can't half-ass it. You got to put your full ass into it. And I am happy for him. As a fight fan, I do want to see him return to his glory days. I know it's tough. Boxing is a tough sport. It can be a lonely sport, and you have to be dedicated to it. If that fire in your belly's gone, you should take your ball and go home, because you can't play boxing. You can't play boxing. But that's what Wilder had to say, guys. Rededicating himself to the sport. We'll see what happens. I'm sure he wants those big paydays that's coming in Saudi Arabia. He sees all these guys getting it on, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua, Usyk and Fury, and he doesn't want to be left out. He wants to be remembered. Remember, the big thing with Deontay Wilder was one face, one name. He wanted to be undisputed in the sport, but he has to be extremely dedicated to the sport to accomplish that. I think he could accomplish it, but he has a lot of work to do. But anyway, that's my take on it. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. You think Deontay Wilder should get back in the ring? He said he's rededicating himself, or do you think he should hang it up? You guys let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.